rather than saying you're an accomplished and dedicated professional with extensive experience acquired over, okay, it's all fluff. I'd rather you just cut straight to the point and said 20 years of experience leading teams and handling up to 2,000 claims processes for ABC organizations ranging from X to Y employees and up to X in annual revenue. This might be insurance organizations, it might be national, it might be Fortune 500, it might be, US organizations, international organizations, something like that. But this, being able to quantify them, the employee size and the revenue will tell me way more about your experience and your background than just saying possess verifiable leadership and interpersonal communication skills, kind of like vague. So that's how I would improve this section, is make this a little bit more targeted and also bring in some metrics and some results. The skills section here, I would say it's optional or you can remove it. And the reason being is anyone can just throw in some skills, okay, and drop these in, but without an actual metric or example, it doesn't really tell me anything. Throwing in coaching and mentoring or change management or conflict resolution doesn't really say anything. I need to take your word that you have these skills. So rather than kind of just listing skills, saying like I have leadership skills or budget and P&L, I always find it a little bit more helpful to say, managed and provided leadership to a team of 5 recruitment professionals responsible for over 400 requisitions per year. That tells someone a little bit more about my leadership skills by identifying the size of the team and maybe the volume of what they're handling. An example for you would be if the role is asking you to lead a team, you might want to put a bullet point about your experience leading a team of 10 plus associates and maintaining a team retention rate of 80% over 4 years. That tells me more about your leadership skills than simply mentioning, cross-functional team leadership. Moving on to the professional experience section here, I do like that you've mentioned the number of associates. Like I mentioned earlier, just add a retention metric if you can over the course of 5 years. If you've maintained an 85% retention rate, speaks to your leadership skills, your ability to retain good talent. Handling day-to-day claims investigations, what you could say is handling over 100 claims investigations per day, okay? Or if you want to do 500 claims investigations per week, that allows me to understand, okay, the average output of your associates. Rather than saying best-in-class service, I'd rather you refer to a net promoter or a customer satisfaction score, because anyone can say I provide best-in-class service, but not everyone can say I've improved NPS from 63 to 78% over the course of 4 years. So that's how I would improve this section here. Similarly, if you're mentioning, increasing effectiveness and productivity, I think, for productivity, I'd maybe want to see increase the average, volume or average output of claims per associate by 3, and over the course of a year. That tells me a little bit more about productivity. Several is vague, okay? Working in several is vague, whereas if you said 8 plus departments, that's objective. So I'd rather you said worked in 8 departments and trained and supervised a team of over 30 supervisors to improve their performance numbers from 200 claims per month to 300 claims per month. That is how I would improve this entire bullet point here, is having those metrics. This was really good. The only thing I would maybe say, in what time frame? Transforming the team from bottom quartile to first and second, how long did it take you to do that? That would be a bit of information that would be helpful.